stamped one sheet wonders for over the last few months, possibly longer, and try and use them up and use this stamp set with it. Okay, so that's my challenge for today. I've already been cutting out some tags and rectangles using the tailor-made tags dies. This is one that came available in the current annual catalogue, and it's just a really useful set. So we have a set of tags that have slightly sort of decorative curl to the top of it, and then these ones which are more angular, so you get a set of 4 of each size. And then also you can cut out the little, what are they called, little tabby bits that go at the top, so you can cut those out too. I haven't done that. So that's a great little set. It's code 155563. And then the other thing I did was cut out some rectangle pieces using the rectangle stitched framelits dies 148551. So again, these are currently available as well. Great addition to your card making, scrapbooking collection, because they're really great generic shapes that can be used again and again. They don't really go out of fashion at all. So good evening, welcome. If it's the first time you've joined my channel, special welcome to you, and please do go and subscribe. Check out my other videos before you run away and see if my creative style is something that you like and want to learn from, and also join in the fun community as well. There's a whole community of stampers out there. Not everyone who comes to my channel can buy Stampin' Up. I have people from all sorts of places in the world that don't have Stampin' Up. However, I hope that what you can learn from my channel is a way of using your craft products, and if you would like to purchase, and you can purchase Stampin' Up products, then you can click on the link in the description box below, and you can purchase them for yourselves. Anyway, hello everybody. Hello Linda, Joanna, Janine, Bonnie, Wendy, Monica, Elizabeth, Denise, Darlene, Ali, Bev, Cheryl. Who else is there? Susan, hello. Lovely to see you. Hi Cindy. Hi Linda. Hey girlfriend. Lovely to see you all. So we're just at the beginning, so if you want to share this video out with some of your friends, if you want to kind of hang out together, please do go and invite them. And we're going to get crafting. So I need to decide what colour I'm going to stamp these images in. I thought it would be fun because my initial idea was to perhaps do some fussy cutting, and then I got to this point in the day and thought, nah, I'm not doing fussy cutting at this time of day. So I decided to make it a bit more interesting was to stamp onto crumb cake. I also cut out I've got some smoky slate and basic grey cut out here, because of all these papers that I have in front of me, those are kind of the neutral colours that are in there. So the first thing I've done is actually cut up this one. This is some stamping I did a while back, and thought it would be nice to have perhaps a tag or a rectangle or something with a nice image in the centre there. So that's the first thing I'm going to do. Now the other day I ran a class, so for those of you who don't know, I run Zoom classes with no more than 6 people, looking at sort of specific techniques, some of them things that I've developed over the last few years, particularly the one sheet wonder style stamping, and also other things. So the other day we were doing the technique using the white ink pad. But clever old Louise, and hopefully she's watching. Louise, are you there? Yes, you are. Hi, Katrin. Clever old Louise discovered that the white chalk pen is very good for a certain technique. So I hope she won't mind me sharing that with you. Now, the first thing I need to do is to stamp an image on here. So I want to kind of choose... Oh, I think that one there will fit on this rectangle nicely. And we're going to colour some of the portions in with the white chalk pen and then colour over the top of it. Now, you might be asking, what's the point of that, eh? Well, all is about to be revealed. So I'm going to have to call this the Louise Technique, I think. Hi, Cynthia. Hi, Kelly. Right, just making sure I've inked this well. Just checking it's the right... Oh, I think it's going to be easy if I do it this way. Do that. Sorry, I know I'm slightly below screen. Hi, Reet. Oh, so you got a notification for earlier, but not now. Oh, okay. Hi, Jennifer. Oh, slightly off to the side, but anyway, never mind. Well, that's quite cute. I like that. Hi, Jackie. Right, so now to decide what we're going to colour this in with. So I actually want to keep the crumb cake as the neutral kind of skin tone because I don't want to have to play around too much with that. So what I'm going to do is, so that the images stick out a little bit more, I'm probably going to go around the edges with a bit of extra crumb cake. But to make the t-shirts and the trousers and all that kind of thing stand out a bit more, we're going to use the white chalk pen, she says, but can't now find it on her desk. Oh, there it is. I was like, where is it gone? Oh dear. Okay, so the trick is then we're going to colour in. I don't know why mine's a bit, looks like it's a bit stubby. We're going to colour in this t-shirt. Oh, and he's got trousers on there. Just going to colour that in like so. Now you could just leave it the white if you want to. That's absolutely fine. Just going to colour that. Now, that skin under there, that's his foot dangling down there. So we'll do his feet in a different colour because I presume he's got socks and shoes on or something. And then we're going to colour the t-shirt in. That's t-shirt. There we go. And then we're going to colour the trousers in as well. You don't have to be too neat about this, but just stay within the lines, if that's possible. Right, and then just sort of fill in any little patchy areas if you feel that they need a bit more attention. Okay, and then we're just going to let that dry for a second. So while that's drying, oh, can I come in a bit closer? I know this is the Louise Technique. Now, if you don't have the white chalk pen, you can do it with the Whisper white, not the, yes, it's the white ink pad. If you have that and a brush, okay, you can do it that way. Right, so while that's drying, I want to go around the edge. I got dark crumb cake here. I'm going to go around the edge of them because I want them to show up a little bit more. So this is a nifty little trick to make things stand out a bit. Now this is a bit darker than I had anticipated, but never mind, I've started, so I'll finish. I'm also hoping that actually give this a couple minutes and the colour is going to change a little bit, so you can actually see there is a little bit of a difference between when you put the colour on and then a few seconds later it does calm down a little bit. So sometimes that can happen where you think, oh no, I've chosen the wrong colour, it's too dark, but just give it a moment to settle in to the paper and it might all calm down. Okay, so that was dark crumb cake on crumb cake. Now I want to see if I've got light crumb cake here. Yes, I do. So I'm just going to do a layer of light crumb cake around the layer of dark crumb cake, just to soften that whole thing up. Okay, I'm not being as careful because I don't need to be at this point now. And there we go. Right, I'll just let that settle down as well. So, right, now I'm wondering, to make life easier for me, I might just leave the man with the white t-shirt a white t-shirt. Let's colour in his jeans. So I'm going to get Night of Navy, and this is the light Night of Navy, and I'm just going to now colour in the jeans. So there we go. And you see, if I was to colour that directly onto crumb cake, hang on, let me just get a scrap of crumb cake from my bin. Look. So if I'd coloured that directly onto there, that is the effect I would have had, not the jean kind of style. Janine's jaw just hit the floor. There we go. So this is going to be known as the Louise Technique, guys. So if you're watching this, anybody, and you're going to demonstrate this, please give credit to Louise Cheney. She's a Stampin' Up demonstrator, a friend of mine, and she came up with this. So there we go. And I'm just going to do a little bit of a shadow where the t-shirt might be. That's it. So this is dark Night of Navy now. And I've just done some additional little bits of what's the word? Detail just there. Okay. Right, moving on then. So we could put the little boy in some dark blue sneakers, I think, or socks, I don't know, whatever they are. And maybe because we're going to be sticking this onto the green there, the greeny background, I'm wondering then whether to paint him with a bit of a greeny top. So I'm going to grab, oh, what have I got down there? Old Olive and is this Old Olive? Oh, light Mossy Meadow and dark Old Olive. Okay, we'll go with the light Mossy Meadow to start off with. Hi Bev, hi Bonnie, hi Susan, good to see you. Okay, so now we're going to go over with the green. So this is light Mossy Meadow now. Give him a nice little green shirt there. Oh, I might put him in blue and denim as well, denim trousers. So his denim trousers are just sneaking through there on Dad's shoulders. There we go. And then get dark Old Olive just to help with the shadows there. There we go. Now he does look like his legs are kind of disappearing into nothing, and that's because of the design of the stamp. It kind of stopped there. So I think what we might do is just carry that on. I'll just create the trousers as if they were there, and we'll just make it look like they've carried on. So it doesn't look like I've decapitated, it's not decapitated, amputated. And I guess I could get a brown Stampin' Right marker. I get my early espresso Stampin' Right marker, just let that calm down. I can always carry on his trouser outline like so. There we go. There we go. That works okay, doesn't it? And now you see that the skin tone looks, you know, more like a skin tone. Now, hair. Let's give him, I don't know, oh no, I can't give him dark crumb cake. He might have to go a bit darker. What's this? Light soft suede. I'm just going to tester it actually, because think I might need to give him the chalk treatment first. What one sheet wonder have I got there? Oh, now it's one from a way back. It will probably be on the Masculine playlist, but I will try and find it and link it in the description. So if you're watching this on the live, it's not going to be right there now, but give me it should be there. I'll try and find it tonight after I finish this live, and if it's not there, give me 24 hours to kind of try and find it. So right, let's make sure that's nice and dry, and I'm going to give him sort of reddishy cinnamon cider hair. There we go. Let's give him cinnamon cider hair. A little bit of a redhead. Okay. Just making it a bit darker down at the bottom there. Oh no, it looks like he's got dots in his hair now. Let me just brush that out a bit more. There we go. That's better. Right. So I'm looking at this now thinking I could do with making this stand out a bit more. So I'm going to just bring in my crumb cake marker. So this is the dark crumb cake. And I'm just going to colour the edges now of this piece of stitched rectangle. Die cut. Trying to think of what to call this. It's cut with the rectangular die, and that just helps kind of focus in on it a bit more. It gives it a bit more of a vignette effect. There we go. Right, so bring in the card stock and the base. That's my piece. So if you want, the measurements for this are 10 centimeters across by 21 centimeters. In the US, it's about the kind of 4-inch mark by the 8.5-ish. And then this panel is just 0.5 centimeter smaller all the way around. Hi, Navarana. Lovely to see you. Navarana's been busy making these amazing woven belts and bags, and just so talented. But winter is coming, Navarana, and you'll have to stop that and go back to doing mixed media because we miss you too much. We miss you doing all your lovely prints and things. But I know what it's like to have sort of seasonal crafts, so you're forgiven. Right, I think that goes well there, doesn't it? Oh, now, what wording would we do? There's some really nice little words on here. Being a good dad starts with being a good man. So cute. It's kind of like a Father's Day card or a daddy appreciation card, or I don't know. It can be anything you want it to be, really, if you think the person likes the card. So now this, I'm thinking I'd like to give this a bit of 3D. So a really cheap way of giving dimension to a card is to create your own kind of layer with a piece of cardboard. Now this cardboard is the bit that came out of my paper pumpkin kit, and so I just score it. I'll cut it once, and it's not, the blade isn't thick enough to go through, so you have to kind of like twiddle it, and I just cut a piece that will fit underneath. So pushed it away and then towards, and then it snaps. It's very easy to get that, and then that's big enough then to stick as a panel behind there, and it saves you having to use lots of dimensionals. You can just stick that there like that. You're coming back to us, Navarana. Yeah, we are metric pretty much, Heidi, but we do use both. Yeah, so I kind of interchange between the two. Yeah, our card is metric. That's why I keep referring to A4 card. It's what we use. Yep. But I can go between the two. I don't mind giving both measurements out. So if I forget, please just shout at me. I don't mind. I've done this with ink, but what's that? What's that, Terry? Yes, the chalk pen is kind of less messier, but there's lots of fun things you can do with the white ink. Okay, let's move on. Let's do another one. I'm quite eager to make another one. So I've got lots of different stamped one sheet wonders here that I want to use up. So I've got this one here from a little while back as well, but not perhaps as far back as the other one. And I wanted to see what it was like with the nice grey, a dark grey here. So I'm going to cut this again at the, do a slimline one again, I think. The nice thing about doing the slimline cards is that you have a little bit extra space just to show off your nice paper. So, and obviously with the design with the, you know, the male figures, because they're not, I wouldn't say they're super large, but, you know, by the time you've got it onto a tag and everything, they do take up a little bit of room. So I'm wondering, what about that one? Like that. I quite like that. Right, so I think I'll use black for this. I was thinking perhaps using basic grey, but I'm using basic grey card, so I'm not sure that would work. That's right, Heidi. Have I said how much I love this? Maybe. I don't know, Linda. I like the girl daddy stamp. Girl daddy stamp. Oh, the girl holding this one. I'm holding child. Okay, so I'm standing up for this because I want to get it right over. Oh, Martina, I'm not sure if I've got your card in the post yet. I haven't. Oh, dear, dear, dear. Might have a late birthday card, Martina. Right. So, got that down. So, again, I want to perhaps leave the grey as the neutral skin tone. I know it sounds a bit odd, but I think if you set the precedent, if you go, no, this is the way it is the way it is, it's art, and that's it. So you can be in control of this. So I've got light basic black here. And so again, as before, I'm just going to go round the edge of the image in the darker colour so that it stands out. Now, it'll be interesting to see if this works as well as the crumb cake, but I'm taking the risk that it might not. But that's okay. Oh, go Denise! Are you back home now? Okay. I think I might do his hair. Do little girl's hair as well. Right, so that's Daddy's shoulder. That's her top. That's his sleeve. That's his t-shirt going to there. Right. I think I'm just going to stop there a second because in a way, if I coloured it all white, it'd be then really hard to tell between different aspects. So I think I'm going to stop there just for a sec, let it dry, and while that's dry, I'm just going to do a little bit of the ground. And I don't mind this being a dark green. So this is the light Mossy Meadow. I'm just going to pop that along the bottom there. There we go. Because to me, this is almost like dusk. You know, yeah, it gives that kind of feel, doesn't it? So, hi, Miss Glenna. Oh, you just got back. Oh, good. Who's wanting to win $500 million? Linda. Oh, right. Okay. Well, let me know, Linda. You know, maybe throw a few dollars my way if, you know. Right. I wonder what colours to go for. I am quite liking this cinnamon cider as hair. So I'm going to just do that. I think that's quite cute. Now, was this cinnamon cider dark or light? Ah, this was light, so maybe I'll do her hair cinnamon cider light, and then I'll go over his hair cinnamon cider dark. Because generally, children's hair, when they're younger, they do tend to be a little bit fairer if they've spent time in the sun. That was my son when he was young, about sort of 2 or 3, because you know, their hair's so fine at that age. He was almost blonde. Like, coming from me. I've got dark hair. My husband's got brown hair. I'd look at him and go, why is he so blonde? But that's the way our hair goes, doesn't it? Anyway, yeah, he soon grew out of that. Although, this year, he shaved his head at the beginning of lockdown last year. He and his brother cut each other's hair and shaved it all off. And he didn't cut his hair until the other week before his baptism. We didn't cut it, and just the tips of his hair were just starting to go very light, you know, almost getting that blondie look back again. So right, so she's in blue. Now I'm wondering whether to put him in red to try and pick up on this nice sort of cherry cobbler that I've got going on here. Oh, now his t-shirt, let's have a think. His t-shirt comes down there. So I might get on and do that bit first. So that's his arm and that's her trousers there. Okay, right. I put ponytails on the little girl riding on the daddy. Oh, I see. Yeah, I suppose you can change them up, can't you? Right, so, do I put red? Should we just try it and see what happens? So this is Cherry Cobbler Dark, and this is Cherry Cobbler as well, you see. So let's see what happens. Ooh, ooh. That is quite vibrant, isn't it, on the white? Wowee. I was not expecting that. Yikes. That looks amazing. Ooh, okay. So it's quite bright looking compared to the ink, but that's okay. That's okay. I can live with that. Right, I want to get out the dark. Oh no, that's light basic black again. Where's my dark? Oh, here it is. Dark smoky slate. Just want to create a bit of a vignette around this now to soften this dark bit out. As you can tell, this is a bit of an older pen, so it's the tip isn't great on it. But anyway, as long as you're careful, you'll be fine. Okay, so let's go back to doing more with the chalk pen. So we've got her trousers to do and his trousers to do. So I'm just going to colour in her trouser and her little tushy there. And then his trouser, which now I think about it, I wouldn't mind him having jeans on again. There we go. Down. Knees. Pocket. And shoes. Although, would you see? To bring this back in, like, oh, are they standing by the sea? Is that why you can't see his foot? Because the sea is going over it. Do you think that is what it's meant to be? I think I might just give him a shoe though. A little bit of a shoe there. There we go. Right. This is great, this is. I'm talking to myself, but it's sort of making sense, hopefully, to you guys. Right. So, let's get the dark Night of Navy to do his trouser leg. Ooh, I went into her foot a little bit there. I didn't mean to do that. I wonder if there's any way of getting rid of... Humdy-hum. I wonder if I can get rid of it with a bit of water. Not sure about that. Oh well, never mind. I'll have to remember that for next time. Oh, Louise, you're messaging me stuff. Oh. It's just the angle of the foot. Oh, got you. Yeah, it could be. Okay, let's get on then and colour this trouser in. Oh dear goodness, got her leg again. Not concentrating. Okay, I think you just need to spend a bit more time on it than I am. Okay. Now he looks like he's got white trainers on. Right, I know what, let's give him some brown shoes. There we go. Looks like he's got slippers on. There we go, soften that all out a bit. Now I'm starting to have second thoughts about the skin tone because it's looking quite dark and grey. Now, obviously, it doesn't have to be a Caucasian person. It could be a black person, but it doesn't look quite right with the black background. So if I was going to go for doing a black skin tone, I think I would have done a lighter background. So let's lighten. Let's go for this now. See, I said I wasn't sure if it was going to work or not. So now I've done it, I'm thinking, don't think it does. So we'll put an alternative skin tone, I think, over the top of that. Right, so her trousers. Ooh, what could we go for? Could go for like just ooh, what colour trousers could she have? I'm trying to keep in with these. I know what, a pale blue. Let's do a pale blue trouser then for her. So what's this? Balmy blue. Now, the alcohol inks do reactivate the chalk marker a little bit, so you may need to just clean that off. Right, so let's get the, what's this, ivory, I think it is, just to build up a skin tone. But we can always go in there and do a bit darker if we feel like it needs more. I think ivory is just like a nice base. And then we can always do, no, hold on, not dark crumb cake, light crumb cake. That one there. Just put a little bit more. There we go. Right, I'm going to stop there, I think. Now the thing that's left for me to do is just to put a little bit of the darker colour around the edge. So where's my light basic black? I always think that's really funny when they say light, you know, they've got light basic black, like you can have a light black. There's no such thing as light black, people, just saying. black in terms of colours or tones. Black is black. You can't get blacker than black or whiter than white. However, I get why Stampin' Up have done this. It's because you sometimes want shades of something. So really this should be called dark, dark, dark grey. But anyway, that's me being pedantic about colours. There we go. Yes, it is the Stampin' Up chalk pen. Look. The logo is on there, Miss Bonnie. Look at that. Don't forget her foot. Oh, yes, I forgot about her foot. Okay, I'll colour that in. I'll come back to do that. Now this one is the dark smoky slate, so I'm just going to do a round of that as well, around there, just to soften that all up. Right, there we go. So just do her foot as well there. Right. There we go. Just needs a little bit of, oh, I was going to say ribbon, but if you've got rope, or if you have some of the leftover from last year, who remembers this? You could do some kind of funky, you know, macrame knot or something, couldn't you? That would look amazing. My scissors, there we go. You can also have all sorts of black colours. No, black is black. You can have lots of different greys. But I know what you mean. There we go. How cool is that? My cat loves this twine. Right, I think we'll go for one more. You guys can help me choose what paper I'm going to use. Oh my goodness, I've got so many markers out at the moment. And I've got stuff on here left over from the other day to get rid of. Right. Oh, wrong lid. Right, so I've done that one. Now I did also wonder about experimenting with mixing some different images. So you see that and that could work quite well together. And oh, who remembers this one from a few years ago with the welly boots? Look at that. That's quite cute. That could be, oh, could he be sitting? This is quite autumnal, isn't it? I suppose also, sorry, just reflecting on what Martina said, you can get, I suppose, like a shiny black. So, yeah. So it can look slightly different. Oh, now maybe that one would look good with this one. Try that with a smoky slate. That would look nice, wouldn't it? Now this time I think I would stamp that in basic grey, because I'm doing it onto the smoky slate cardstock, so that would work, I think. Right, I need to clean these stamps, but I haven't got my cleaner ready yet, but never mind. Do that a bit later. So I've got to get the angle of him right, haven't I? Right, basic grey. Right. There we go. Just wonder, do I still have some masks for this one? Not of the guy sitting down. Never mind. I thought, oh, if I've got a mask of him sitting down, that would be useful, wouldn't it? But no. So I'm just having a little think as to what to put in the background. I'm wondering whether to go with a blue. So start with a bit of the light night of navy. He's supposed to be, I think he's supposed to be by a beach, so that's okay. This pen is a bit old. Let's see if I've got a better nib on this one. Yeah, that's a bit better. So when you've used these pens for a little while, the nibs do start to go. They are not meant to last forever. They are a consumable. So please don't think that these pens are meant to just keep going and going. They're not really. Oh, I've done that wrong, haven't I? That bit there is the chair. Okay, let's see if I can rescue it with a chalk pen. I might be able to rescue it. We'll see. If not, I can always do another one. That's the thing about some of these images. You have to really look at them to try and figure out what's what. Okay, so I'm going to start colouring his hat. Let's see if I can do the deck chair. If I can salvage that. You know what, I think I might just colour this all in now. Just colour it all in. Go for it. So I'm just getting a bit more comfortable in my chair. And I think he's supposed to be on a beach, isn't he? So what we could do is just do a bit of the old chalk pen. Now see, this is starting to run out. You can see how this chalk pen is starting to go a bit. Whenever you do purchase these, I do recommend that you store them pen side, nib side down, because they don't last forever. I think I've got another one on order soon for when this one goes. They're also great for if you've got a dark cardstock and you want to write to somebody directly onto the cardstock. They're great for that kind of thing. Right, so there we go. I feel like the background bit is a bit dark. That hasn't lightened up. So have I got, what's this? This is light balmy blue. Have I got dark balmy blue? I thought I did. Let's look at my pens. I might just bring in dark. So I know this is retired, but this is dark seaside spray. I just want to soften the edge of this. You can see this is very well used. Whew. Come on. Come on, you can eke it out. Just want to soften the edge of that light, nice of navy. See, look, it's starting to blend in. See that? Starting to push that darker ink into the cardstock and it's blending it better. You sort of see that happening? See that blend there? So this is what happens when you get a lighter colour and you colour onto a darker alcohol pen. It kind of pushes it in a bit. Because I want this sort of ombre effect. So. Right, light balmy blue. Let's see what happens when I put you into the mix now. This will be interesting. Oh, I might as well do it all now. See what happens. Oh, that's weird. It's kind of like made it almost too light, that balmy blue. Oh well. That's why it's good to experiment. See what happens. Oh, bye, Linda. Oh yes, just keep your masks with the with your stamp sets, really. Okay, so let's begin with the straw hat. So, ooh, what's this one? Bronze. Now it's not very straw-like, is it? Let's go for light soft suede. That's not a bad straw hat colour. And then, so the back, the chair looks like it's striped. I think I'm going to have to just bring that image back in because I've got to figure out the stripes on here. So he's sort of sitting down. See, I don't understand that deck chair, how that's... Like, what's the point of that square bit at the back? Has he got like his towel hanging over or something? I don't get it. Little bit confusing. Right, let's go for, what's this? Is this a Calypso Coral? Right. So this is the side of the deck chair. So we'll colour that in. And then this is the deck chair as well. So I may as well colour that in too. I think I'm going to ignore the stripe, otherwise I'm going to get jolly confused, and I just think it's going to make my life far too tricky. So there we go. He can have a coral coloured deck chair. Now we can always go in there and darken up some aspects of it. So that's the back of the deck chair. Now the only thing about colouring in on top of the chalk paint, sometimes it bleeds a little bit. So you do have to just bear that in mind just in case. Okay, so there's his coral deck chair. Now we can always make some of these stripes a bit darker. So look, that stripe could be a bit darker carrying on up there. And obviously where any shadows might be cast, you can make that bit darker as well. The bit on the back is the timber holding the seat up. Oh, yes, I've got it now. Yep, you're right, Christine. Oh well, too late. Hi, Cindy. Hi, Mia. Right, okay, so don't colour it in how I've coloured it in, if anyone's wanting to have a go with this technique. and do this little man, because I've done it wrong. But there we go. See, I like to help you out by making these mistakes so you don't have to. Right, let's give him a bit of, he's got a bit of a brownish beigey skin tone. There we go. Well, we could do that as a base colour, and then we could always add more. That's leg. Let's do a leg. Come on. His foot's tucked in behind him there. So if you wanted to make his skin tone a bit darker, there's this colour bronze that we have. You could just add, oops, add a bit more there just to make him a bit darker. We've kind of lost the outline of the deck chair, so we're going to have to bring that back in a second. Right, let's give him a nice t-shirt. I'm thinking a bit of green. That's dark old olive. I wonder if it's got a lighter colour. Take care, Shirley. Oh, thanks, guys. Sorry, this is taking a bit longer than I intended it to. Right, let's give him a green. So this is light old olive. Give him some... Oh, I've just given him the same colour t-shirt as trousers now. I know what, we'll make his t-shirt darker. So let's just referring back to his picture there. So there's definitely a line, I think, between the t-shirt and the shorts, and that goes there. Yeah, I'm sure if you spent a bit more time thinking about what you were going to colour in, you'd be able to execute this a little bit better than what I'm doing. But anyway, you kind of get the drift, don't you? You get where we're heading with this. Let's just get this a bit darker around his leg there. And the creases. Right. So I'm going to bring back my, this is the Early Espresso Stampin' Right marker. So I just want to go over some of these lines, and I'm going to turn that into his chair there that he's sitting on. I'm kind of, there we go, and then just make the, I'm just going to make it look like he's got, I don't know, some weird deck chair, some newly invented style of deck chair. Yeah, I'm ignoring that bit there. Just maybe outline him a little bit more there. Oh, well, you'll have to forgive me. I'm so sorry. I've really bodged him up a bit, really. Oh, no. I think I'm going from bad to worse now. Okay, Ruth, just stop it. Right. Oh, yeah, and drop the stamps on the floor. Right. There we go. I think I might just do some splatters all over him, and then I'll be all right, won't I? Okay, just do a few lines there. Oh well, artistic license. I think I will give him a bit of a splatter. Oh, I know what, just do it with my lid, my pen top. There we go. Bit of artistic splatter there. Bit more kind of sandy beach look. That'll do. Bit of bronze around the edge there. Right. I've just finished colouring an art expressions of a male retiree. Close to that. Oh, okay, fabulous. So again, this is a Masculine Monday, I think, stamped one sheet wonder from a bit way back. I will try to link all how I stamped all these. Did I just cut that right? or not. Ruth? Oh, I did. Okay, that's good. I might go round that in a bit of a darker colour. What's this one? The blue. Like, oh, okay. Just go down the edge. Just need something to make it stand out a bit more. I don't know which stamp set looks like old paper. Ooh. No, I don't either. If anyone does, let us know. What did Janine say? She heard you, Glenna. Oh, I've got a bit of a dent in that. Let's turn this bit of card around. So 10.5. Fold it over. Actually, this is a bit bigger than a normal. I'm actually going to cut this down to 10. I cut this one wrong. That's my problem. Cut that down to 9.5. Right, that's better. So, put that on there. That on there. I'm thinking this needs a bit of edging to it now as well, doesn't it? So, right. Well, thank you everyone for joining me. I'm going to start saying my goodbyes now because we're nearly at the end of this tutorial. So just a bit of a recap really. The idea was to find a new way of colouring in these colourable images that didn't involve kind of lots of fussy cutting and that kind of thing. And also creates a really interesting effect onto a darker piece of cardstock. So using the white chalk pen, we coloured in the image and then coloured over the top with the alcohol pens, which gave it a very interesting look. I don't think this is my best, although I do like this paper. So, but there we go. That's just what we do on this channel sometimes. I just show you a technique and then let you guys get on with it and find a better way, because you guys inspire me right back. Let's get that stuck on. Oh, thanks for the thumbs ups, guys. So at the bottom of the screen, there's usually a thumb up or a thumbs down option. I really don't mind which one you want to give me. If you want to give me a thumbs down, that's fine. It's all interaction to me. So, oh, I forgot to do a bit of string. Let's do a little wee bit. I think this one can just have a little one rather than a big one this time. So this is some retired thread from that gorgeous nautical suite that was with us last year. Incidentally, actually, that same suite is the one that created some of the images in this one. The anchor and the rope and the, what's that called? Compass came from that suite. So that's still available. The stamp set is still available, but that thread isn't, unfortunately, which was a good one. So it's just to remind you and show you that when you see items in the catalogue and you like them, please do get them when you can, because they do retire. So, did I keep my waterfront set? I did, actually. Miss Phoebe. That's one of the ones I find very difficult to part with, because it is so... The hunk made you popcorn. Ah. Oh. Hi, Phoebe. Nice to see you. So thank you everyone for watching tonight. Great to see you all. Hope you had a good weekend. I forgot to ask you about your weekend actually. I had a nice weekend. My husband's nephew and his wife came up. It's the first time I've met her actually, because bless them, they got married in lockdown last year, and then they had a bit of a kind of party wedding celebration thing, but we couldn't go to it, so we hadn't met her. So he came up to stay for the weekend with her, and they hung out with us on Friday. No, not Friday, Saturday. So that was nice. Right, so you can let me know which one is your favourite. I'm just going to grab out a piece of cardstock to do the card base for that one. And yeah, if you've got any questions, ask now. Well, if there is to be a Mr. Martina, he's got all us women to vet him, I think, Martina. He'd have to pass the Artful Stampin Space test. Right, I've just realised I've stuck this down, and I perhaps shouldn't have stuck it down because oh. I need to cut off a bit from both sides here. Oh, there we go. That's not too bad. Right. Need to cut this down to 9.5. I cut it wrong again. Yeah, so we need to find another hunky Tom, don't we? So I'm sure there are lots of other lovely husbands out there as well. But yes, whoever that would be, Martine, would definitely have to pass the pass our test. Oh, Janine's got a Mr. Janine that brings him cocktails. Yes, he's a keeper too, Janine. Right, do this again. Oh, well, at least you know it's easy to pull that thing off, the cardboard off. It kind of takes a layer up, but oh well. Right, do that again. Get it on a bit straighter as well. Right, so we've got this one, this one, and this one. This one I've made a bit of a boo-boo with the colour. He looks like he's sitting in an armchair more than a, you know. Anyway, so this was stamped onto crumb cake. This one was stamped onto basic grey. So crumb cake, basic grey, smoky slate. And as you can see, by putting the white chalk pen down, you just get this amazing kind of vibrant, what's the word I want? Effect when you colour over the top of it. This one I've just left white because we wanted to go for that kind of white t-shirt look. But this one was coloured with the cherry cobbler over the white chalk pen. And look how amazing that kind of looks. Just looks so good. So, and even the green, look at that. Now you would never get that colour green on smoky slate card. So there we have it. A fabulous Louise Technique, the chalk pen Louise Technique. If anyone wants to, you know, go do it on their channel, please call it the Louise Chalk Technique. What did Bonnie say? My hunk treats me like a... Oh, lovely. He's booked a holiday in Scotland in March. Well, you know, sometimes the weather can be awesome in Scotland at that time of year. Yeah. Hi, Lisa La Rose. The first one. Ah, you like the first one. Right. Love to you all. I hope I haven't missed any questions. This is one of my favourite sets, says Heidi. Fantastic. Fave is the boy on the shoulders. Oh, yeah, he's cute. I think maybe by this point I was starting to get a little bit too technical, complicated, and especially with that image. So that I do like the simplicity of it. That I love the red. Oh my goodness. The red on the dark grey. It's just fabulous. So, hello, Bobby. Nice to see you. You've missed a cracking technique. We call it the Louise chalk pen technique. Look how vibrant that red is on there. So you use your chalk marker to colour in first and then use your alcohol pens on top. So there we go. Right, take care everybody. And I'll see you guys again soon. Have a great evening, day, morning, wherever you are. And what's that? Receipts. Where did that come from? That must have come off something. Sorry, I'm so easily distracted. Bye everyone.